Now, I ain't never been the jealous kind. Man gotta work, woman gotta breathe, and a neighbor ought to be a neighbor. But there's one thing I can't understand. How that fool next door know what time I punch in, what time I punch out, what night I get paid? And why my woman start washing curtains every time his Chevrolet pull up? Something ain't adding up around here. I leave the house at 7:10. Factory whistle blows at 8:10. That man be sweeping his front porch every morning by my gate. He say, "Have yourself a good day, brother," with that grin across his face. Then ask if I'm working overtime before I even leave the place. Now I know my Friday schedule. I know I'm gone till 9. I know I work 2 Saturdays down at that assembly line. And lately when I kiss my woman, she keep looking past my shoulder. Then that Chevrolet start coughing and suddenly she acts much colder. Monday she washed the curtains, Tuesday washed them once again. Wednesday she was hanging bed sheets when she heard his car pull in. I said, "Baby, why these curtains cleaner than the preacher's shirt?" She said, "Boy, quit asking questions. Go on downtown and get to work." That's funny. That nig next door been coming through my back door, smiling in my face like I don't know what he's smiling for. That nig next door, Lord, he getting mighty bold, wearing out my work on while I'm working for my gold. I leave by the front door, he creeping where the screen door squeaks. That nig next door know too damn much about me. Thursday night I bought some cigarettes, left them by my easy chair. Friday morning half were missing, but my woman don't smoke, I swear. Saturday I crossed the hallway, saw an ashtray by the phone with the same brand that neighbor smokes, sitting there like it belonged. I said, "Baby, whose cigarette?" She said, "Maybe that's your own." I said, "Woman, don't play crazy. I ain't been inside all day long." Then she started beating carpets, started sweeping spotless floors, anything to keep from looking at that little kitchen door. Later I was cutting hedges. Neighbor leaned across the fence, said, "Your woman makes good coffee." Lord, my whole body went tense. I said, "When you taste the coffee that for nearly swallowed air," said, I smelled it brewing." I said, "From way over there." He laughed. I laughed. My woman laughed. Nobody's laugh sounded right. That nig next door been coming through my back door, smiling in my face like I don't know what he's smiling for. That nig next door, Lord, he getting mighty bold, wearing out my welcome while I'm working for my gold. I leave by the front door, he creeping where the screen door squeaks. That nig next door know too damn much about me. Come Monday morning, foreman told me, "Boy, the line shut down today. Take your coat and take your lunchbox. Ain't no reason you should stay." I thought I'd surprise my baby, maybe take her out somewhere. Bought some flowers from Miss Johnson, even put grease through my hair. Turned the corner by my building, Lord have mercy, what I see. That shiny two-tone Chevrolet parked where mine's supposed to be. His front porch sitting empty, his curtains hanging still, but mine were closed at 10:30 in the morning against my will. that little squeak I'd heard 10,000 times. Funny how a sound ain't nothing till it confirms what's on your mind. I didn't kick the door in, didn't holler, didn't fight. Just sat down upon my own front steps and waited in daylight. A few minutes later, out he came, buttoning his collar wrong. Looked at me, looked at that Chevrolet. Looked like he wished that car was gone. I said, "Morning, neighbor." He said, "Thought you worked today." I smiled and said, "That's funny." So did I. That nigga next door been coming through my back door, drinking up my coffee, smoking what I bought from the store. That nigga next door knew every hour I was gone. Thought that factor was somewhere he could come creeping on. I leave by the front door, he's slipping where the screen door squeaks. That nigga next door know too damn much about me. Yeah, that nigga next door been coming through my back door. But that fool forgot one thing. Sometimes a working man gets sent home early. Now move that Chevrolet before I sell it for parts. And baby, leave them curtains alone, they clean enough. He knew them curtains was too clean. Yeah, I should have known. Yeah,
Everybody knew Uncle Joe, from the church house to the liquor store. Wasn't no angel, wasn't no saint, but when trouble came knocking, Joe was the man standing at the door. Joe ran dice behind the barber shop, Friday night till 4:30. Sold brown liquor from a paper sack when they locked the county store. Spent 2 nights down at the station, came back laughing Monday noon. Knew who stole old Henry's Cadillac before the sheriff had a clue. He knew every hustler on the corner, every woman working late. Knew which preacher owed the bookmaker, knew which cop was on the take. But when Miss Annie faced eviction with 3 little mouths to feed, rent showed up beneath her doorway. Joe said, "Don't ask me, just leave it be." He'd take bad money from a card game, put good groceries on somebody's floor. That's why everybody knew Uncle Joe, and everybody respected Joe. Everybody knew Uncle Joe. Every back street, every corner, every door. He had dirt beneath his fingernails, but he'd give you his last dime if you were poor. He wasn't holy, he wasn't clean. He'd done some things we weren't supposed to know. But when this neighborhood needed somebody, everybody called Uncle Joe. When my daddy caught that northbound train and never bothered coming back, Joe found me crying by the alley with my Sunday shirt inside a sack. Said, "Boy, stand straight and dry your eyes. Life ain't finished with you yet." Taught me how to tie a necktie, how to shave without getting cut. When the Johnson boys fought Willie over something somebody said, Joe walked right between those swinging fists and knocked their foolish pride dead. Said, "You boys got enough folks against you. Don't start fighting your own Then he marched us to the lunch counter, bought 5 Cokes and sent us home. He'd curse you while he helped you, say, "Don't make me save your hide again." The next morning he'd be waiting if you really needed him. No, Joe never preached on Sunday, never claimed his hands were clean. But half the boys who stayed out of jail had Joe somewhere in between. Oh, everybody knew Uncle Joe. Every back street, every corner, every door. He had dirt beneath his fingernails, but he'd give you his last dime if you were poor. Yeah, he wasn't holy, he wasn't clean. He'd done some things we weren't supposed to know. But when this neighborhood needed somebody, everybody called Uncle Joe. 20 years went rolling by us. Those little boys became grown men. Willie got himself a doctor's coat. Sam, his record started spinning. Little Henry owns 3 businesses. Jimmy sings from coast to coast. And every time somebody asks us who deserves the credit most, we don't talk about the bright lights, don't talk money, cars, or fame. We say, go back down that old street, ask the man who knew our names. Joe is older on that same porch now, gray beneath that old brown hat. Still knows who owes somebody money, still knows where the trouble's at. His hands shake when he rolls the dice now, but his memory ain't gone. He remembers hungry children before the world knew what they'd become. So when reporters ask, who made you? Who believed before the fame? I tell them, go ask Uncle Joe. He remembers us before anybody knew our names. Everybody knew Uncle Joe. Every back street, every corner, every door. He had dirt beneath his fingernails, but he'd give you his last dime if you were poor. He wasn't holy, he wasn't clean, and heaven knows that Joe had walked both roads. But some men leave behind a fortune. Joe left behind the people that he helped grow. Everybody knew Uncle Joe. Yeah, everybody knew Uncle Joe. Wasn't a preacher, wasn't a judge, from the church house to the liquor store. Wasn't no angel, wasn't no saint, but when trouble came knocking, Joe was the man standing at the door. Joe ran dice behind the barber shop, Friday night till 4:30. Sold brown liquor from a paper sack when they locked the county store. Spent 2 nights down at the station, came back laughing Monday noon.
Mama could count a nickel,
Knew who stole or Henry's
from 3 rooms away. If you open that sugar jar, she'd know before you found the spoon. We used to say Mama wasn't stingy, She just believed every biscuit had an appointment. But time got a funny way of teaching what money never could. Mama baked 8 biscuits Sunday, and 8 was all she'd make. One for every child at supper. Don't you dare reach for her plate. Sugar stayed behind a padlock. Coffee measured spoon by spoon. If you poured too much milk at breakfast, Mama spotted across the room. Sunday chicken hit the table. Mama knew each piece by name. 2 legs, 2 wings, 1 little breast, and she knew exactly who it came. I reached across for one more helping. Mama slapped my reaching hand, said, "Boy, you eat like Rockefeller with a poor man's working plan." Neighbor came to borrow flour. Mama stood behind that door, said, "I got enough to feed my children, ain't got enough to feed one more." Then she'd count those biscuits twice again before she went to bed. Lord, Mama could stretch $1, but Mama couldn't cut no bread. Mama couldn't cut no bread, not a little more than she could spare. She could count every penny in the house, but never counted who was standing there. She saved the sugar, saved the flour, saved every nickel that she had. Mama kept everything she could hold, but love ain't something you can save inside a bag. Miss Louise needed 50 cents to keep her babies warm. Mama said, "I'll lend it Tuesday, but I want it Thursday morn." Uncle Benny borrowed coffee, brought the coffee back next week. Mama weighed that little package, said, "Benny, this feels light to me." Christmas came with 3 new sweaters. Mama kept the paper string, folded every piece of wrapping like she'd paid for everything. If she gave you $20, you could bet your Sunday shoes Mama had that 20 written in a book beside your dues. We laughed about it growing older. Don't borrow nothing from Mama May. She'll lend you salt on Monday morning and collect by Tuesday day. But she worked hard for every penny. Fear of hunger filled her head. We didn't understand it then, why Mama couldn't cut no bread. Mama couldn't cut no bread, not a little more than she could spare. She could count every penny in the house, but never counted who was standing there. She saved the sugar, saved the flour, saved every nickel that she had. Mama kept everything she could hold, but love ain't something you can save inside a bag. Now Mama's 87 years old, same kitchen, same old chair. Sugar ain't behind the padlock, nobody's counting nothing there. Her hands that counted every nickel shake too hard to hold a knife.
funny how the strongest fingers finally surrender up to life. Sunday morning, I came over, found her staring at her plate. Loaf of bread there on the table, Mama hadn't even ate. She tried once to make a slice herself, blade trembling in her hand. I took the knife and said, "Come on, Mama, let your oldest boy be a man." Then my sister poured a coffee, put 2 sugars in a cup. Mama looked at both those spoonfuls and this time didn't fuss. All the children she raised careful come around her every day, bringing chicken, milk, and biscuits, never asking her to pay. And Mama whispered, "Funny children, I spent my whole life scared there wouldn't be enough." I said, "Mama, look around this table. Seems to me you raised enough. Mama couldn't cut no bread, so we cut that bread for Mama now. She once counted every little piece, but time changed what those pieces meant somehow. We bring the sugar, bring the flour, bring everything an old heart needs. Because what matters when your hands grow weak ain't what you kept, is who still comes when you can't feed yourself." Mama couldn't cut no bread, so her children cut it instead. Mama saved the pennies, saved the string, saved the string, saved the flour, saved the flour, saved everything she thought might disappear. But sitting around that table, we finally understood something Mama took 87 years to learn. A full cupboard ain't wealth.
Shake 'em up.
If nobody wants to come
on, let them bones dance. I done rolled snake eyes enough times to know disappointment by its first name. Lost money, lost work, lost friends I thought would stay forever. But don't pick my dice up yet. Long as I'm still sitting at this table, I got another role in me. Lost my job down at the factory. Foreman shook his head at me, said, "Nothing personal, brother. Ain't enough work for all to eat." Walked outside with $12. Rent was knocking Friday night. Landlord standing on my doorstep. Baby needed shoes that fit right. Took $2 to the corner, heard them dice against the wall. Old man Charlie said, "Go home, boy, you ain't got enough to lose at all." I said, "Charlie, that's the reason I can't sit and mourn my luck. A man ain't finished losing till he lays there and won't get up." First row came up 2 and 3. Next row wasn't kind, but something in those dancing bones kept talking to my mind. Double six can still come. Double six can still come. Long as them bones still dancing, 6 ain't forgot about 6. I ain't saying I'm gonna win, I ain't saying trouble's done. I'm just saying while I'm breathing, double six can still come. Roll 'em. Double six can still come. Had a woman swear she loved me till they laid me in the ground. Tuesday morning took a suitcase. Thursday she was leaving town. Best friend moved up north to Detroit. Said he'd send for me one day. Sent one Christmas card in 7 years. Then even those stopped coming my way. Tried to open up a barber shop. Bank man wouldn't make the loan. Said a man with empty pockets better leave big dreams alone. I walked home beneath the street
again. I stood there watching that little fool and thought, maybe that's how man begins. Not because the next roll owes him, not because the world plays fair, but if you quit before your number, you'll never know if it was there. 666 can still come. 666 can still come. Long as them bones still dancing, 6 ain't forgot about 6. I ain't saying I'm gonna win, I ain't saying trouble's done. I'm just saying while I'm breathing, 666 can still come. Lose today, roll tomorrow, 666 can still come. Now my hair got gray around it, these old hands ain't quite as fast, and I've learned a man gets foolish trying to outrun his past. I've seen rich men lose their fortunes, seen poor boys buy a home, seen a woman left with nothing, raise 5 children on her own. Seen her sing a boot on Monday, have his record played by June. Seen a man come home from prison and start preaching Sunday noon. Life ain't one long winning number, some days nothing lands your way. Sometimes all that hope can promise is another chance someday. So when somebody tells me, oh man, face it, yours is done, I shake these bones inside my hand and tell him, son, you're counting me too soon. 'Cause I woke up this morning, that's one more chance I got. And any man who's still got breath, still got something left to toss, 666 can still come. Yeah, 666 can still come. Long as them bones still dancing, 6 ain't forgot about 6. Ain't no promise I'll get lucky, ain't no guarantee I'll win, but the game ain't finished, brother, while another roll can come. 666 can still come. When the money gone, still come. When your friends move on, still come. When the job shuts down, still come. When they tell you you're too old to shake them bones. When yesterday went wrong, roll them again. Long as you're still here, possibility ain't finished with you. 666 can still come. Now don't misunderstand me, dice don't owe nobody nothing, life don't either. Sometimes you roll your best and still come home empty. But there's one thing I know, you can't roll 666 with the dice sitting in your pocket. So tomorrow morning, if the Lord lets you open your eyes, get up, dust your shoes, take your place at the table and roll again. Look at that, 6 and 6 and 6. Last night I heard some young boys rolling dice behind the barber shop. One of them lost $3 and started cussing like he'd lost his whole life. I almost laughed, son. Wait till you get old enough to start counting the things you never even tried. Those are the losses that'll keep you awake. There was a girl named Mary Johnson, lived 2 houses down from mine, wore a yellow dress on Sundays. Lord, that girl could stop the time. Every morning at the bus stop, she would smile and say hello, and every morning I'd say nothing but the things a coward knows. Had a letter in my dresser Mary, won't you be my girl? Kept rewriting every sentence like the words could end the world. Then one Friday came a soldier, shiny Buick uniform. Sunday Mary sat beside him. By September she was gone. I blamed him for 20 winters. Truth took longer to unfold. He didn't steal my Mary, I just never rolled. It's the dice I never rolled that still rattle in my soul. Not the money that I lost, not the chances that went cold. You can heal from losing something when you gave it all you had, but you'll spend your whole life wondering about the courage you never had. Lord, it ain't the losing makes a man grow old. It's the dice he never rolled. Mr. Harris owned a nightclub down on 42nd Street. Heard me singing at the barber shop. Said, boy, come sing for me. Thursday night was open talent. I had polished both my shoes. Stood outside that club till midnight with a song I couldn't use. Every time that door swung open, heard the people clap inside. But I told myself next Thursday, truth was I was scared to try. Next Thursday turned to next year. Mr. Harris sold the place. Another fella sang my kind of songs and put his name in every state. Then my cousin wrote from Detroit, there's good factory work up here. Catch the northbound train tomorrow, you could start yourself a year. Had my suitcase by the doorway, ticket money in my coat. Morning came, I unpacked everything. Another die I never rolled. It's the dice I never rolled that still rattle in my soul. Not the money that I lost, not the chances that went cold. You can heal from losing something when you gave it all you had, but you'll spend your whole life wondering about the courage you never had. Lord, it ain't the losing makes a man grow old. It's the dice he never rolled. Me and Daddy stopped out talking over words I can't recall. Pride can make a little argument build a mighty heavy wall. Mama called me one cold morning, said your daddy ain't doing well. Come on down and make your peace, son. Time is something nobody sells. I said maybe Sunday, Mama. Let him call me if he cares. Sunday morning came without him. Daddy wasn't there. At the funeral I stood silent, with forgiveness in my chest. All the words I've saved for someday had nowhere left to rest. That's when all those other chances didn't hurt me half as bad. Not Mary, not that nightclub, not that northbound railroad track. Because losing ain't the hardest thing. That's when I hear those three little knocks. Never 11, never morning. Always after the last porch light goes dark. Funny, I used to wait all day just to have you after midnight. Now I'm starting to wonder why midnight's the only time I'm allowed to love you. You come walking past my window when the whole street settles down. High heels quiet on the pavement, coat pulled tight around your gown. Mrs. Parker moves her curtain, old man Lewis kills his light. Everybody knows our business, though they swear they sleep at night. 3 soft knocks against my doorway, I already know it's you. I turn down that little lamp, girl, like you always tell me to. Then you fall into my arms and all my questions disappear. For a few sweet hours after midnight, you're mine and only here. I used to bless that old wall clock when both hands touched 12 above. Thought the darkness was our shelter, thought the night protected love. Midnight love, while you hide from the sun, you hold me like forever, then leave before morning comes. Midnight love, I've been asking myself why, if loving me ain't wrong, baby, why can't you love me in the light? Oh, midnight love, I got all of your darkness, but I want some of your daylight. We slow dance beside the table, to the radio turn low, your cheek resting on my shoulder while that old saxophone blows. You tell me things you tell nobody. I know every dream you keep, know the little way you whisper when you're almost half asleep. But at 4 you start watching that old clock above my chair. By 4:30 you're fixing lipstick, running fingers through your hair. Then you ask me, is the street clear? Like loving me committed some crime. I stand behind these half-closed curtains, watching you leave every time. Used to love the smell of midnight, used to love that quiet street. Now the darkness tastes much different when I know you'll always leave. Midnight love, while you hide from the sun, you hold me like forever, then leave before morning comes. Midnight love, I've been asking myself why, if loving me ain't wrong, baby, why can't you love me in the light? Oh, midnight. hold your hand outside. Last night you came at 12:15. Same perfume, same 3 knocks. But this time I left every lamp burning and stopped covering the clock. You said, baby, close those curtains. I said, leave those curtains wide. She said, people gonna see me. I said, maybe that's alright. I don't want another Sunday where you pass me like we're strangers. Don't want smiling at your shadow while the daylight keeps us separate. Don't want meeting in my doorway only when the street goes blind. If your heart belongs beside me, why must darkness make it mine? You reached down and held my fingers, didn't speak for quite a while. Then somewhere beyond my window, morning started touching sky. For the first time I wasn't praying for the night to never end. I was praying when the sun came. You wouldn't leave again. Midnight love, don't go hiding from the sun. You held me like forever. Now let morning see what we become. Midnight love, I ain't asking you to lie. If loving me ain't wrong, baby, come and love me in the light. Let Mrs. Parker move a curtain. Let old Louis watch us too. Let every mouth around this neighborhood have something new to do. I had enough of midnight. I had enough of borrowed time. I don't want you only after 12. I want you when the sun shines. 5:15, that's usually when you leave. 5:30, you're still sitting there. 6 o'clock, sun coming through my window. And for once, you ain't reaching for your coat. Leave those curtains open, baby. Let morning find us. Let morning find us. 5:15, that's when I hear those 3 little knocks. Never 11,
11:45.
always after the last porch light.
Downtown gets honest around midnight. Daytime, everybody got a clean shirt, a good name, and somewhere respectable to be. But when them store signs go dark, that little red light comes on, and you'd be surprised who comes walking down this street. There's a woman beneath the red light, red coat buttoned to her chin, standing where the rain keeps falling, watching automobiles roll in. There's a hustler by the doorway with a deck inside his hand, selling dreams for 50 pennies to every desperate working man. Traveling salesman from Ohio checks his wedding ring twice, puts his suitcase in the hotel, comes downstairs looking for life. Old Reverend Thomas turns the corner, hat pulled low across his eyes. Sunday morning he'll preach temptation, Saturday night he walks beside it.
Then Miss Ruby starts laughing.
Evening, Reverend, how you been?
He whispers.
Woman, keep your voice down.
She says, I'll see you Sunday then,
Lord.
Daylight sure makes saints of people.
Nighttime knows by another name.
Everybody got a reason for coming down where the red lights burn. Some come looking for pleasure,
Some got nowhere else to turn.
some come carrying money,
Some leave carrying shame.
some come trying to forget somebody.
Some come calling somebody's name.
Don't point your finger too quickly.
Wait until you've had your turn.
Everybody got a reason
For coming down
where the red lights burn. Officer Brown works the corner, badge shining beneath his coat.
sees a brown envelope change hands, clears his throat and looks remote.
Cadillac pulls by the curbside, white walls clean as Sunday shoes.
Rich man steps out dressed in diamonds like a man with nothing left to lose.
5 blocks over, folks call him Mister.
Down here nobody asks his name.
Money might buy a bigger automobile, but
Loneliness spends just the same.
then a drunk comes down the sidewalk,
Tenor sax beneath his arm.
played 3 sets at Eddie's Tavern.
Now whiskey keeping him warm.
He stops beneath that red light,
Blows 4 notes into the rain.
woman standing by the doorway.
Starts humming back his little refrain.
For half a minute, nobody's selling.
Nobody's buying anything.
Just 2 tired souls beneath the street lamp.
Remembering how it feels to sing. Everybody got a reason for coming down where the red lights burn. Some come looking for pleasure.
Some got nowhere else to turn.
Some come carrying money.
Some leave carrying shame.
Some come trying to forget somebody.
Some come calling somebody's name.
Don't point your finger too quickly.
Wait until you've had your turn.
Everybody got a reason for coming down where the red lights burn.
Then here comes Willie from the factory.
Friday wages in his coat.
Wife said, bring the groceries home, dear.
3 little children need new clothes.
Willie says he'll stay 10 minutes.
1 drink turns into 4.
Then somebody starts a dice game.
In the back room by the door.
$7 becomes 5.
5 becomes his final 2.
Last throw leaves his pockets empty.
Now he don't know what to do.
He walks outside as that Cadillac
Comes rolling from the curb.
1 man leaving without noticing.
What another man's just lost.
Woman underneath the red light says,
Willie, you alright?
he says,
How I'm gonna face my babies when I get back home tonight?
she reaches in a little handbag,
Puts $2 in his hand.
says, buy your baby something, Willie.
Try tomorrow being a better man.
Funny. Whole town calls that woman sinful.
But she was the only one who cares.
Sometimes mercy wears strange clothing.
When you find it down there. Everybody got a reason for coming down where the red lights burn. Preacher hiding from his pulpit.
Lonely man
With nowhere to turn.
Policeman got his envelope.
Rich man got his Cadillac.
Poor man lost his Friday wages.
Praying somehow he'll get them back.
Some are selling,
Some are buying.
some just need somebody near.
Somebody near.
Some are drowning out of memory.
With another glass of beer.
So don't point your finger too quickly. Life got corners you ain't turned.
Everybody got a reason for coming down
Where the red lights burn. Yeah.
Everybody got a story.
Where the red lights burn. 2:15 in the morning. I kept walking
Past the preacher.
past the hustler.
Past past that woman beneath the lamp.
And that's when it hit me.
I spent the whole night wondering
Why everybody else was down here.
Never once asked myself
Why I kept walking the same street. Truth is,
my woman left 3 months ago.
house been mighty quiet since.
And sometimes
A man don't
come looking for trouble.
sometimes.
The man don't come looking for trouble.
Sometimes. Who comes walking down this street?
There's a woman beneath the red light, red coat buttoned to her chin, standing where the rain keeps falling, watching automobiles roll in. There's a hustler by the doorway with a deck inside his hand, selling dreams for 50 pennies to every desperate working man. Traveling salesman from Ohio checks his wedding ring twice, puts his suitcase in the hotel, comes downstairs looking for life. Old Reverend Thomas turns the corner, hat pulled low across his eyes. Sunday morning he'll preach temptation, Saturday night he walks beside us. Then Miss Ruby starts. Nobody knew the woman. Funny how a whole neighborhood can know the color of your clothes, the hour you come home, the men who speak to you, and still don't know a thing about you. We called her dangerous, called her trouble, called her everything except her name. Every evening round 7:30, she came walking down our street, red dress moving through the twilight, black heels clicking at her feet. Men stopped talking at the barber shop, cars stopped falling at the game. Women leaned across their windows, though nobody knew her name. Mrs. Carter told her daughters, don't you grow up acting so. Oh, Miss Ruth would close her curtains, then peek through them when she'd go. Mothers pulled their children closer, said don't stare at women like that. But every husband on those porches nearly broke his neck looking back. She never begged for their attention, never smiled to make men stay, just held her little purse beside her and kept walking on her way. Red lipstick, red dress, head held high beneath her hat, and every fool in that neighborhood had a different story about that. That lady wore red like she had nothing left to hide. Whole town talked behind her back. She kept walking like she never heard a lie. Man called her dangerous, women said she'd lead you wrong, but nobody ever asked that lady what she lived through all along. That lady wore red and let the whole damn town look on. One rainy night I found her sitting at the counter in Lou's Cafe. No red dress, no painted lipstick, just a tired woman dressed in gray. I almost didn't recognize her. She looked smaller sitting there, hands wrapped around her cup of coffee, rain still shining in her hair. She looked at me and started laughing, said, "You're staring to the night." I said, "Ma'am, without that red dress, I nearly passed you by." She said, "That's because you people never bothered seeing me. You see whatever story suits you, then decide that's who I'll be." Then she told me about Mississippi, 17 and newlywed. Husband promised her Chicago, then disappeared one morning instead. Left her standing at the station with one suitcase and his name, $23 in her pocket, and nobody she could blame. She washed dishes, scrubbed hotel rooms, slept wherever rent was cheap. Learned the city shows no mercy. Just because a woman weeps, that lady wore red, like she had nothing left to hide. Whole town talked behind her back. She kept walking like she never heard a lie. Oh, man called her dangerous. Women said she'd lead you wrong, but nobody ever asked that lady what she lived through all along. That lady wore red and let the whole damn town look on. I said, "Why the red dress, lady? Why that color every night?" She took one slow sip of coffee, then she looked me in the eye. Said, "First year in the city, I dressed quiet, kept my head down low. Still men talked and women judged me everywhere I tried to go. If I smiled, they called me easy. If I didn't, called me mean. If I dressed poor, they called me worthless. If I dressed fine, called me obscene. So one payday I bought that red dress, cost me nearly half my pay. Put it on and told that mirror, I ain't disappearing today. If this town gonna stare at me, I'll give this town something worth remembering. Let them whisper from their windows, let them talk until the morning. I survived what should have broke me. I stood when I had nowhere to stand. This red ain't an invitation, it's a flag saying, here I am. Next evening around 7:30, there she came beneath the lights. Same red dress, same black heels, but she looked different in my sight. Not because the woman changed, the truth was simpler instead. For the first time I saw the woman, not just the lady wearing red. That lady wore red, but it wasn't shame she wore. It was every night she went hungry, every time life closed a door.
Every neighborhood got one.
It was every man who
Fella thinks
left,
the Lord put him on it.
every whisper she survived.
Personally, to keep the ladies entertained, ours was John. Nobody remembers who started calling him the Piper, but John sure didn't complain. If a grown woman walked past that barber shop, John would straighten his tie before she even reached the window. Lord have mercy. Here he come now. John comes strolling past the barber shop, cream suit, two-tone shoes,
Hat leaned sideways on his forehead, singing somebody else's blues. Every grown woman passing by him got the same old winking smile. John could turn a walk to the grocery store into courting for half a mile. Barbara said, John, leave Ruth alone. That woman's husband drives a truck. John said, man, I'm only saying morning. We said, morning don't take that much. Bartender knew his favorite table, kept a chair beside it free. 'Cause John never drank alone at night if there was company to see. He'd say, ladies, call me Piper. We'd say, John, that's what you claim. Truth is, half that neighborhood had another word for John's name. Everybody knows John the Piper. John blow his whistle. Every time a skirt walk by, John swear he's heaven. Lord knows that man can lie. Everybody knows John the Piper. Every husband knows him too. If John says, ma'am, I'm only being friendly, better count your roses and lock your screen door too. Blow, John, blow. Everybody knows the Piper. Miss Lucille came by on Monday. John said, girl, that dress looks fine. Tuesday he told Betty Johnson, been dreaming about you all the time. Wednesday caught him telling Clara she was the only one for me. Thursday Clara met Miss Betty. John disappeared till 3:30. Friday night at Eddie's Tavern, 3 grown women found him there. One pulled left upon his necktie, one knocked his hat clean through the air. John came running past the barbershop, cream suit missing half a sleeve. We said, Piper, what's the trouble? He said, them women won't let me breathe. Old man Charlie nearly fell down, laughed until his dentures shook. Said, John, when you fish 3 ponds at once, don't complain about the hook. John fixed his tie and kept on walking, said jealousy follows handsome men. 10 minutes later saw another woman and started all over again. Everybody knows John the Piper. John blow his whistle. Every time a skirt walk by, John swear he's heaven. Lord knows that man can lie. Everybody knows John the Piper. Barbershop know what he'll do. If John says, baby, you're my one and only, there's probably 2 more he told that story to. Blow, John, blow. Lord, somebody hide that man's hat. "25 years passed like nothing. Barbershop got a different name. Eddie's Tavern closed one winter. Most of the old crowd moved away. John still wore his hat tilted, though his hair had turned to gray. Still had jokes about the ladies, but the ladies didn't always stay. One evening I found him sitting at the far end of the bar. No woman laughing at his stories, just John and one old empty glass. I said, Piper, where's your kingdom? Where them women calling you? John smiled weak and said they married, some got grandbabies now too. Then he stared into his whiskey, said something I never heard. Funny being known by everybody and having nobody know you hurt. Said I had plenty women beside me, never let one get too near. Soon as somebody started loving me, I'd disappear. Then that old fool started laughing, but his eyes weren't laughing too. Said I spent my whole life being one and never learned how to be true. Everybody knows John the Piper used to blow his whistle. Every time a skirt walked by, John swore he was heaven. Lord knows that man could lie. Everybody knows John the Piper. His reputation traveled far, but reputation don't warm your supper, and it don't sit beside you when the nights get hard. Everybody knew the Piper, every story, every song, but everybody knew John nobody really knew John. John died some years later. Funny thing, his funeral was packed. Barbers came, bartenders came, old husbands came, probably just making sure. And Lord, the women came, some laughing, some shaking their heads. One old lady touched that coffin and said, "John, you sure were something." Nobody could decide whether that was a compliment. Every grown woman walked past that barber shop. John would straighten his tie before she even reached the window. Lord have mercy, here he come now. John comes strolling past the barber shop. Cream suit, two-tone shoes, hat leaned sideways on his forehead, singing somebody else's blues. Every grown woman passing by him got the same old wink and smile. John could turn and walk to the grocery store in the carton for half a mile. Barbara said, "John, leave Ruth alone. That woman's husband drives a truck." John said, "Man, I'm only saying morning." We said, "Morning, don't take that much." Bartender knew his favorite table, kept a chair beside it free, 'cause John never drank alone at night. If there was company to see, he'd say, "Ladies, call me Piper." We'd say, "John, that's what you claim." Truth is, half that neighborhood had another word for John's name. Everybody knows John the Piper. John blow his whistle every time a skirt walked by. John swear he's heavy, Lord knows that man can lie. Everybody knows John the Piper. Every husband knows him too.
Before the photograph,
John says, "Ma'am, I'm only being friendly."
before my name got painted above theater doors, before anybody ever called me mister, I was just another skinny boy sleeping in a cold apartment where you could hear the neighbors arguing through the walls. We lived so far down that street, the city stopped fixing the lamps. That's where I came from, where the street lights ended. Came through our apartment like the landlord left the door. Mama stuffed those Sunday papers in the cracks along the floor. 3 potatoes fed 4 children, 1 small chicken lasted days. Mama poured more water in the gravy, bowed her head and called it grace. My shoes belonged to Willie Carter before his feet outgrew the pair. Cardboard underneath the left one kept the winter off somewhere. At night I'd hear the neighbors fighting through those paper-thin old walls. Bottles breaking, babies crying, somebody begging in the hall. Then Saturday those Cadillacs would roll slowly down our street, chrome shining like another world that poverty couldn't reach. I'd stand outside that barber shop, watching white wall tires turn, wondering what a man had to become to get the kind of life they earn. Old Uncle Joe would laugh and tell me, "Boy, quit staring at that car. Chrome don't tell you where man's going, and money don't tell you who you are." But I was 12, I wasn't listening. All I knew was I wanted out. I was born where the street lights end,
Where the pavement cracks
and the hard times begin, where mama made a little
feet a lot, and everybody knew what everybody else ain't got. I used to look downtown and swear I'd leave someday. Didn't know those broken streets
were teaching me my way.
were teaching me my way. I was born
Where the street lights dim.
Used to sing outside the barber shop, broomstick standing for my stand. Old men laughing while I close my eyes and imagine me a band. Couldn't pay to enter Harris's club, so I carried amps for free. Stood behind the kitchen doorway, hearing everything I dreamed I'd be. First time they let me sing there, somebody laughed beside the bar. I forgot half of my own song and didn't make it very far. Mama said, "You going back tomorrow?" I said, "They don't want me no more." She looked me dead inside my eyes, then make them tired of saying no. So I went back, then I cut my first little record, spent everything I'd saved that year. Pressed 500 copies, thought the whole wide world would hear. Sold 11, gave away 10. Mama used one underneath our table. Second record wasn't much better, just 2 songs and 1 microphone. But one late night disc jockey said, "Leave it, boy, I'll play it once." 2:20 in the morning, Mama and me sat by that radio. He said my name all wrong, then dropped that needle. And there I was,
My voice,
coming through our little speaker.
oh,
Mama started crying.
I said, "Mama,
"Why are you crying?" She said, "Boy, somebody outside this house can hear you now." Oh, I was born where the street lights in, but that little radio carried me where I'd never been. One man played one record when most of the town was asleep. Sometimes one open door is all a dream needs. Then Chicago started calling, New York called my name, and that little song kept traveling past where the street lights in. Then came trains into Chicago, New York underneath the snow, Los Angeles in summer, Europe singing what I wrote. Saw my name above the theaters, bought those suits I dreamed about. Women waiting by the backstage, people calling my name out. Oh, awards sat upon my mantle, Cadillac outside my home.
funny,
I bought the same kind of automobile I used to watch when I was young. But 27 years after leaving, I drove that Cadillac back home. No photographers, no manager, just me and that old road. Barbershop sign had faded, Lou's Cafe was boarded tight. Children I didn't recognize played beneath brand new street lights. Then I saw an old man sitting in a chair outside the shop, gray hat leaning on his forehead, walking cane across the top. He looked hard through thick old glasses, then that old face found a smile, said, "Boy, you sure took the long way home." And I couldn't say a word. All those theaters, all that money, all those people screaming my name, and one old man on a wooden chair turned me back into that 12-year-old boy.
I was born
Where the street lights in, and I spent half my life trying not to go there again. Thought success meant getting far away from every hungry night.